Hello, welcome to Community Connection. I'm your host, Gloria Enloe. For those of you new to the show, what Community Connection does is tries to highlight events that are happening in Jefferson City. A lot of times I hear people say that nothing ever happens in Jefferson City, but there's actually quite a bit going on. We have a lot of plays, festivals, concerts, and today we're going to talk about something a little bit different, a kickball tournament. My guests today are Candie Hill from Heads Up Salon, Lieutenant Gary Hill, who some of our viewers may be familiar with. He's been on several shows here, and Pam Otto from RACS, which we've done a lot of work with RACS in the past. And welcome to the program, you guys.
Thank you.
Well, as we said, we're talking about a kickball tournament, and it's babes versus badges. Who can tell me a little bit about the event?
Well, what it is my salon staff against my husband's deputies, and we're trying to raise money to support RACS here in Jefferson City. So we wanted to just get more involved in the community. So, yeah.
And how did you decide to team up with RACS?
Well, we decided that every year we do something that we try to bring the girls together as a team and raise money for a good cause, and we decided this year we wanted to highlight something that's in the community, as someone that and a group that's in the community that we can just help benefit. And so we decided we should go for RACS because we wanted to highlight abuse and help women in the community to see that there are people out there that can help them.
And Pam, if you could tell us a little bit about RACS and the services you do offer here in Jefferson City.
In some circles, we're the best kept secret around, which is kind of a problem. We want people to know what we do. But we work with anybody who is a victim of abuse, whether it's domestic violence, sexual assault, sexual harassment, stalking, any of those sorts of things. Current or past abuse, either one. We have a shelter, 36-bed shelter. We have a 24/7 hotline. We do counseling both for people who are staying in the shelter and then also for anyone just out in the community who has abuse issues and needs to talk with someone. We also do advocacy both with hospital, medical type advocacy with people who have been abused, want someone to be there with them for support, and law enforcement advocacy, going to court with them, as well as if they have reports to file with law enforcement, we can be there with them for that as well. We do outreach education, trying to share as much information about RACS, about domestic violence, sexual assault, date rape prevention, healthy and unhealthy relationships, anything abuse related as we possibly can. And everything we do is free and everything we do is confidential. And we actually cover 9 counties in central Missouri, not just Jeff City.
That's amazing. I had no idea that you guys did so much. I mean, a lot of people hear about RACS and they instantly think of the shelter probably, but there's a lot more going on in the community than we even knew about.
Right.
Yeah.
And one of the things we really want people to know is that all of our services are free and they are confidential, and you don't have to stay in the shelter to receive the services. It can be anybody in the community as well.
Great. Well, it sounds like this event's going to raise some money, hopefully, and awareness for RACS too, which will be great. Lieutenant?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you guys been practicing, and how has that been going?
When I first came to us about this, I went and talked to Sheriff White about it, and Sheriff White is always a big advocate about doing things and doing certain things in the community. Everything positive, that's how we like to keep the Sheriff's Office. So we haven't actually, well, I talked to Sheriff White about it, and he wanted to make sure that none of us get hurt because most of us have to still go to work.
Better not be out with a sprained ankle.
Yeah, no one better be out with a sprained ankle or anything. We haven't practiced yet. Actually, we're still getting together our team to make sure that we're able to beat the babes. So once we get our team together, which will be comprised of probably about 20 deputies, and we'll be handicapped in order to give the babes the advantage.
Oh, really?
We decided to do the handicaps not only for because we want the game to be equal, but we want to do it so to attract more people to come and help, raise funds. When there's a gimmick, usually a lot of people come just to see, and hopefully they'll laugh and then they'll tell people about it and people will stop and see the game going on and want to come and help donate to RACS. So A little bit about the handicaps.
Yes, tell us a little about these disadvantages.
Well, the first handicap that we'll have is what we call beer goggles. And we use these beer goggles at the schools to show impairment for the kids and why they shouldn't drink and drive and why they shouldn't use drugs. If you put these goggles on, they distort everything, and it's supposed to mimic how you really are when you're impaired by either drugs or alcohol. And so when we are up to kick, when the badges are up to kick, they have to put these on and try to kick the ball, which will probably almost be impossible. But we're going to have a couple of practice sessions to make sure that we get everything squared away, because we hate to lose as cops. So when we're kicking the ball, we'll be wearing these. Now, when we're out in the outfield and we're pitching, each player will be wearing a set of these in front of them. So we have some severe handicaps. We don't know if we're going to be able to pull off a win, but we're going to give it all we have. So everyone
I really think they need to skip from base to base. But they haven't agreed to that yet.
They still want to run.
I think the terms are set with kicking with the goggles and playing the outfield in pair of handcuffs, because it makes it almost impossible to catch the ball or throw the ball. So there's some pretty severe handicaps going on, but we think that it's going to be a blast. We've partnered up with Jefferson City Police Department. We'll have Reddy Fox, McGruff, and Darren the Dare Line out there, and a couple other organizations, the Jefferson City Explorers and things like that out there to help us, and draw attention to RACS, so that people can understand that it's not just an organization for the things that happen in private. It's an organization that whenever you see someone that needs help, they'll know where to go.
Well, that's great. And it sounds like you're kind of building a family-friendly event where everyone can come out and participate and watch.
Yeah, we'll have a face painting table for children, and we'll have concessions. So hopefully it'll be a good family event for, people to come to and just have a good time. We're going to have brochures made that will have all of the information on RACS. So if anybody has questions, we'll have the numbers on there and people who they can contact if there is anyone who comes that needs RACS. There's just going to be so much. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah.
Well, and even if someone comes and they don't necessarily need the services of RACS, they might know someone that does. And I think that's probably how you get a lot of your clients and people you help, is probably through word of mouth.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
As law enforcement, whenever we go to any kind of crisis situation like that, we're required to give out that kind of information. By law, we're required to give them information in reference to stalking and abuse or anything like that, and where they can go to get help. Because most of all, we don't want anyone that has the will to get away to stay in a situation like that.
Right.
So we give that information, and they picked a high-profile area, Missouri Boulevard, to have the kickball game. RACS will have their banners. Heads Up, the sheriff's office will all have our banners up there, and the biggest thing is to attract as many people as we can as possible. Just to let them know that, if there's something wrong, there is help here in the community, and we're all together on this, and it's not something that they need to keep in private. We can get you help.
Well, it's great that the money raised is going to go to a local organization too that impacts our neighbors and our friends. If people are wanting to come, you said it's going to be a high visibility area. Tell us where, and tell us how much it's going to cost to attend.
You can take it.
Yeah, you have it.
It's going to be in Washington Park.
Lions Field.
Yeah. And then I think it was $10 for family, and all the proceeds are going to go to RACS. It's $2 for children, $3 for adults. If you want to donate more, that's great. We're trying to get other local businesses to participate by helping sponsor the event, and we're going to put together a raffle. So if other businesses want to donate gift baskets or gift cards, then we'll be doing a raffle that day too. So it's just going to be a lot of fun. That'd be great.
Even if you can't come to the game or don't have the time to watch the game, we'll have several little donation tents set up to where people can just stop by and donate change, leftover change in your car, dollars in your pocket. We'll take anything. Like I said, every little bit helps.
It all adds up too.
Yes.
Yeah.
These folks have done great work getting this organized. We are so excited about it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a great awareness raising event for us.
Yeah.
We're just really excited about it.
Well, and RACS does serious work, I'm sure, too. So sometimes it's great to have something a little bit lighthearted and fun that you can go to and just have a good time.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, this event's going to be happening. Tell us what the day is and what time things are going to kick off.
It's going to be June 1st. It'll kick off at 6 o'clock. You can get there a little early if you like. We should have parking available. I think you were working on getting the parking available.
Yes.
There is a lot of parking spots there. And it should, I think it's about 2.5 hours is what we're planning on. So, yeah.
And it's a Saturday.
Yeah, it's Saturday.
Great way to spend the weekend. And so all the badges are going to be from the Cole County Sheriff's Department?
That's correct.
And all the babes are going to be from?
They're either going to be our staff from Heads Up Salon or our clients. So,
All right. Well, we wish you guys luck, and I've got to side with the babes on this one. I'm hoping that you guys are victorious.
Rooting for the underdog. Yes, absolutely.
And I will definitely have to come out and see some of our officers handcuffed. Probably maybe the first and only time, hopefully, that they're in cuffs with the beer goggles, too.
Yes.
That'll be great. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming on the show today and talking to us about this event. I think it's going to be a wonderful event, and all the money's going to a great cause. And hopefully you'll have nice warm weather and families can come out and have a good time.
yeah.
Thanks
That'd be
for
great.
inviting us.
Thank you.
Thank
Yes.
you guys. I'd like to thank our viewers at home for watching Community Connection. Don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to tell you about more great events happening in Jefferson City. Thanks for watching.
Hi, I'm Felicia Petkin, and this is Carol Davison with ABLE, which is the Adult Basic Literacy Education Program.
ABLE is a free program for adults with limited reading skills. Through its program, ABLE works to eliminate illiteracy in mid-Missouri, which we think will ultimately improve the socioeconomic level of the area with the help of volunteer tutors. ABLE charges no fees for any of its services or supplies for the students. Each student has their own tutor. Tutors teach one-on-one in a comfortable, private environment arranged to meet both the schedule of the student and the tutor.
ABLE offices and tutor rooms are located in the Miller Performing Arts Center in downtown Jefferson City. Find us online at ablelearningcenter.com and like us on Facebook. ABLE changes lives every day with the help of the United Way. ABLE has been a United Way partner since 1989.
Hello, and welcome back to Community Connection. I'm your host, Gloria Enloe. During the first half of the program, we talked about the Babes versus Badges kickball tournament that's taking place on June 1st, and that's sure to be an exciting event. But there's a lot more happening in Jefferson City as we start to warm up and head into the summer months. And with us today to talk about all those exciting events is Phil Stiles from Parks and Recreation. Phil, thanks for coming on the program.
Thanks for having me, Gloria.
Well, one of the things I really want to talk about today is something I'm very excited about and something that's become a big tradition for Jefferson City, especially the downtown area, and that's Thursday Night Live. Can you tell us a little bit about Thursday Night Live as a whole?
Sure. Thursday Night Live is a free music event held in downtown Jefferson City. We're actually doing 5 Thursdays during the summer. We're kicking it off on May 30th, and then we'll continue every Thursday in June. So we're looking forward to it. I think this is the 5th year for this event.
How has turnout been, and what's the crowd reaction when they come out for these music events?
You know, we try to theme it up every week, so it's a little bit different every week. When we first started, we were attracting 200 to 300 people, but last year we saw crowds well over 5,000 in the downtown areas. So the popularity has really caught on, and people really enjoy this event.
Yeah, and that's quite a turnout too, considering the heat we had last summer.
Yes, it was. So we're pleased and looking forward to another successful year.
And so is it kind of like a festival atmosphere where you have live music and people just wander around and visit the businesses?
It is. Obviously, the downtown bars and restaurants are a major sponsor of this event. What's unique about this event is there is a temporary outdoor open container permit that we have for the festival district. You can purchase a wristband for $1 and a cup, a festival cup for $1, and this will allow you to walk the festival district with an adult beverage in the cup. So that's kind of one of a unique twist on this event.
Right. Can you tell us about the May 30th event? Who's going to be featured during the kickoff?
Sure. May 30th is the kickoff to the summer, and we are featuring a tribute to our servicemen and women since it's close to the Memorial Day weekend. We'll have some military vehicles on site, and the featured band for that evening is the Army Rock Band. So that should be a fun band to listen to. On June 6th, that is the annual Salute to America kickoff, and the main entertainment for the Salute to America will be announced at that night, and there'll be a couple other surprises, so you'll have to come in and find out what those are. Something neat about the June 6th event is that's also the weekend of the fire school that's hosted here in Jefferson City, and one of the featured bands is a rock band called Dozer X, and that features a local fireman and EMT, Ryan Carrender. So
wow.
That's going to be exciting for the crowd. Then on June 13th, we're going to have a theme band with a costume contest, and more details on that will follow. And then on June 20th will be the Mid-Missouri or Mid-America Harley Davidson and Bike Week. So that's always a fun week when all the bikers come in and ride. And last year there was over 300 bikes on the streets of downtown Jefferson City. And the feature band for that evening is Soul Root, which if people remember the band Two Buck Drunk and lead singer Ron Schieferdecker, that's his new band, the Cherry Pistols. So looking forward to that. And then the final week of the summer is June 27th, and that'll be our annual beach party and Wing Fest. And what we do is we bring in about 70 to 80 tons of sand and cover Madison Street and create a beach on Madison Street. And then the Wing Fest will pit area restaurants against each other, and the people who participate in that you can buy a ticket for $5 and vote for your favorite wing. The Jason Jordan at Mortimer Kegley's has won that event the past several years, so he's the one to beat.
The reigning champ,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, he's the one to beat. So that's kind of the highlight of Thursday Night Live. Again, it's free thanks to sponsors, the Downtown, Jefferson City, Parks and Recreation, Riley, Cadillac Toyota, Midwest Block and Brick, Fisher Body Shop. The event's organized by the Daily Planet and the Wise Group, the Jefferson City Convention and Visitors Bureau. I have Shepherd's Distributing, Mid-America Harley Davidson, and Jeff 104. So a lot of sponsors, and again, the downtown area bars and restaurants are also involved.
Right. It sounds like a great event, and I know that in the past it's been very successful and draws a lot of people to downtown.
It really does. It really does, and people seem to like coming down and socializing and meeting new friends and reacquainting with old friends.
Right. Yeah. Well, it sounds like May 30th is going to be a great time, but then there's no rest for the Downtown Association. Just a few days later, they're going to have a big family event, right?
That's correct. On Saturday, June 1st, Parks and Recreation and the Downtown Association are bringing back Kidsfest. I think this is the 27th year or 28th year for this event. Again, it's a free event, open to the public. It's really kid-friendly, family-friendly. And the idea behind this event is to bring area organizations and businesses who are kid-friendly, family-friendly out. They have booths set up, and it lets people know what's going on in Jefferson City for families and youth.
Yeah, there's a lot of organizations out there that do a lot of work with kids and have a lot of services they offer, but I think sometimes it's hard to know what is available.
Yeah, and like I said, it's kind of an education public education campaign to show people what is in the community for children.
And there's a lot of entertainment too. I have a 5-year-old, so we have to go every year, and she loves, you know, going, and they get face painting and balloon animals, and bounce
Face
houses.
painting, and there's hay rides, a petting zoo. The past couple of years, Ameren U has brought out their bucket trucks and gives kids rides in that. So yeah, just a whole host of activities for kids.
Right, yeah, it's a great event, and like you said, free. You can go down there and you can eat and drink if you want, and just have a good day
Yep.
out in downtown with your family. Well, it sounds like downtown's going to be a very busy place. You have Thursday Night Live, you have Kidsfest. I know another summer tradition you guys always had is the movies, the Stars Under the Stars.
Right, we're bringing that back again. This is probably the 4th or 5th year for that, and kind of a little twist on this year. We're still billing it as the Stars Under the Stars Summer Film Festival, but we're also subtitling it the Canned Film Festival, and we're encouraging people to bring non-perishable food items to the event, and the Samaritan Center will pick those up and fill their food pantries. So kind of a nice community give back for that. We do 3 movies this summer. The first one is Friday, June 7th, and we'll be showing at League of Their Own. On Friday, July 12th, we'll be showing Shrek. And on Friday, August 2nd, we'll be showing Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
a little bit
we try to
different.
do some of the more older classic films to introduce those to the younger generations.
Yeah,
so.
some of them are important.
Yeah. So all these movies are free. The pre-show activities start about an hour prior to the show, about 7:30. That is hosted by the Friends of the Museum, and so they always do something fun and educational for the crowd. And then the show starts at dusk, which is about 8:45 or 9 o'clock.
Yeah, it's not every day you get to sit outside and watch a movie and take the whole family to one, and it not cost you an arm and a leg, too.
That's right,
Yeah.
that's right. So encourage people to bring their own blankets, lawn chairs. Again, it's on the Capitol grounds, so you are free to bring your own food and drink. Just make sure you pick up after yourself.
Right, yeah. We got a great community about doing that
Yep.
and making leaving downtown as beautiful as they found it. Well, lots happening. Anything else that we should know about?
Well, we have our Kids Fishing Derby Saturday, June 8th out at Bender Park. Again, a free event. Usually attracts anywhere from 200 to 300 kids, ages I think 6 or 5 up to 16 years old. Registration starts at 7 o'clock. The derby starts at 8, and then there's a casting contest at 9, and random door prizes and other prizes starting about 10 o'clock. So that's free out of Bender Park. And then on Sunday, June 23rd, is our annual Tour de Jeff City Moonlight Bike Ride. That starts at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
Starts
wow.
and ends at Hy-Vee, does about a 15-mile loop around Jefferson City. And it's under a full moon, so it's kind of unique. Last year, we tied it in with the Salute to America activities and had about 350 cyclists out.
Wow.
Non-competitive, it's a ride, not a race. I want to emphasize that. So again, a fun event for the family.
Yeah, I didn't realize that they'd done it that year at that time. I guess probably I was asleep when that was happening, but
yeah.
that's neat.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you do the moonlight ride, then do you think that it helps that it's moonlight, maybe a little bit cooler weather out, and just gives it a twist?
It's a little bit cooler. You know, traffic isn't as bad as if you do it during the day. And people just kind of want to see what it's like riding underneath the full moon at 2 o'clock in the morning. So
Right.
it's been a fun event.
Is that open to all ages as well?
It is. It is open to all ages. We will have a sag wagon or two, so if you can't finish the route, we can pick you up and take you back to the starting point.
Oh, that's good too. You don't want to get somewhere and get stranded.
That's right.
Well, just circling back real quick to Thursday Night Live, we talked about it briefly, and I wanted to expand upon it a little bit more. And you mentioned it's in the festival district, so you can get a drink and stuff like that. But when I've been to the events, it seems like it's still a real kind of family-oriented environment.
It is. It is. We try to make it as family-friendly as possible. You know, a lot of the businesses are open that evening, so you can still go in and do some shopping if you'd like. And again, the entertainment is family-friendly, so anybody of any age will enjoy the music and entertainment.
And are you expecting crowds similar to what you had last year?
We're anticipating similar crowd sizes, if not bigger. So I think, you know, the word of mouth has really caught on, and people are already talking about it and looking forward to the Thursday Night Live.
Yeah. Well, and you have so many businesses and sponsors involved too. I think that it's just catching on like wildfire and probably going to get bigger and bigger every year.
We hope. We hope.
Well, Phil, thank you so much for coming by and talking to us about this. We went through a lot of information. There's a lot of different events. Is there a website people can go to or a place where they can kind of see where everything's laid out?
Sure. A lot of these events are on the Parks and Recreation website, which is www.jeffcitymo.org/parks. Our new summer program guide will be on the website. You can call our office at 634-6482 or visit us anytime Monday through Friday 8 to 5 at 427 Monroe Street.
All right, well, great. Well, we hope we see a lot of people at these events, and I'm sure a lot of our viewers will be out there too.
I hope so.
Thanks, Phil.
Thank you.
And I'd like to thank our viewers at home for watching Community Connection. I'm your host, Gloria Enloe. If you want to find out more information about any of these events, you can not only visit the websites Phil mentioned, but you can contact us here at JCTV, and the number is 681-5443. Also, make sure you check out our website, jctvaccess.com, and like us on Facebook. Thank you so much for watching.